You are not listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Uncensored Radio. In studios, the gold motherfucking standard himself, Melvin Mayhem, and I am joined as always with my illustrious co-host, Flip. How are you doing, buddy?
Damn, I got illustrious. Last time I was like the unfortunate one. I was like,
Yeah, I got to big you up this time. I had to go the opposite direction this time.
oh
I don't
man,
always hate you, Flip.
damn. Now I know you're up after hours, man.
I'm losing my mind, right, Flip?
Losing it, man. Nah,
The
man.
shit, the
Glad,
shit
glad,
we do for the game, buddy.
glad to be here, man. Yeah, telling it like it is. I just pulled a 16-hour shift. Melvin is up at 2:30 in the morning on the East Coast, and here we are for the for
Here
for
we
the
are.
love of the game. For the love of the game.
Bunch of old ass men up here doing this
Uh,
podcast for you guys.
damn.
But so we're gonna get into this. This is gonna be the pay-per-view recap, and we're gonna keep it short and sweet. But not only that, but Flip, looks like the price of Daddy's Girl Spit just went up tenfold, man.
Dude,
So
if that shit wasn't expensive already, I'd keep
that shit
telling
is
y'all.
top shelf. It's top shelf now, man.
Now, I will tell you this as well. Well, when we get to it, I'll bring it up, man, because one of the matches definitely surprised me, and at the same time didn't surprise me because, like I said, I've been in the game long enough with that player. But we'll get to that, brother.
Nice, nice. Well, first, before we jump into those pay-per-view matches, I just want to say one quick thing. We're gonna do the rundown. We're gonna do the regular champions on the bulletin page. We're gonna touch on the pay-per-view results. We're gonna get into the Sinister Seven results, round robin. It's more tournament pay-per-view based. But I did want to make an announcement recently. A lot of the WWE managers know that we were running I guess you want to call it like a beta test on a certain scenario for the managers match deal wise, where the IWA gets to pick a random regional every cycle, and whoever lands on that regional title would win the 10 extra free matches and $50,000 for their wrestler. They were going to do this until I believe the last cycle, which I think is winter or December. I forget which one it is, before the start of the new year. But now it's official. It's going to be ongoing. So this is yet another exclusive that only the Wicked Wars League has, where we have one regional chosen at random every cycle, and whoever gets that title that's picked by the IWA every cycle wins an extra 10 free matches plus the $50,000. So I just want to let everybody know that it is official, and we are the only league with that deal in the game now.
Nice,
You know, I'm always working shit out behind the scenes. I gotta appease my managers, Flip.
nice.
All right, so now let's get into this. We're gonna do the rundown. We'll start with the bulletin champions. I don't know, Flip. You want to do it? Or you want me to do it? I know you got the rundown in front of you, so and I like when you do it.
Yeah, you know
Like
what?
I like when you butcher the names.
Nah, you know what? I just want to make sure we get it all out and into the clear. Because don't think we didn't notice that there wasn't a show
Oh,
last night.
absolutely, yeah. I mean, look,
You know,
life gets in the way. We tried schedules, conflicts. You know, it's one of
no,
those
no,
things.
no, 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 don't give me this shit. You know what? Just say it like it is. You hate the fucking Stonewall brothers. They
Yeah,
were
I can't stand them. They're
champions.
fucking bastards.
Didn't want them. Didn't want them. Getting their rep. But man, you know what? I'll say it like it is, man. That fucking font you use, fuck, man. My phone is such a shitty ass phone. I'm over here trying to give the champions from last cycle their fair due. And I don't know what kind of fucked up font you used last cycle, but it's
Listen,
not even.
that's called the rage font.
Well, it's fucking raging the shit out of my fucking eyes right now because I can't even fucking. But here, I'm gonna
Focus,
go.
focus. 21. We're gonna focus on the new champions, Flip.
Man, it's bad enough. Bad enough. I can't even smoke right now. I don't have that extra patience and shit. But here we go. Oh, no, no, no. Fuck 21. I'm gonna make sure the 20 champions get red
All
as
right,
well.
go
So
for it. Oh shit. All right, so you do 20, I'll do 21. How about that?
cool, cool, cool. Here we go. 20 champions. Because like I said, champions deserve their shout outs. And even though
Go for it.
Gold Standard doesn't like the Stonewall brothers, they still came
Fuck
out
the
on top
Stonewall.
last night.
Nah, I love them.
Skim Stonewall, Skin Stonewall. I can't even.
Already butchered the first one.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Crest of Chaos, Skip Stonewall. We got Twisted Carnage. Ah, Sugar Man, Flowers.
And flowers.
Nice. Yeah, Sodom and Sour. Captain, Captain Smoldering, Captain Spalding. Close.
Captain
Fuck.
Spaulding, yeah,
Yeah,
Firefly family will continue.
here we go. Yeah, Torment, Crown, Cord, Torment. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
this
I
is.
think we need to flip that. How about I do?
Hold on. Mike Piazza's got that one. Belt of Subtlety got Axel. Who else is this? Damn, that font's fucked up, eh?
I love this one. I really dig it.
Misery champion. Oh shit, Black Widow actually got a belt before the pay-per-view. Nice.
Mm-mm-mm.
Cradle of the Berserk. The phenomenal one, huh? AJ Styles. Infernal Vengeance. Who's this?
Otis Driftwood.
Otis Driftwood, Gauntlet of Hell, The Future. Nice. Back on the title page. Nice.
Mhm.
Uh, Chain of Echoes, Daddy's Girl 3.
We'll get into them.
Oh, yeah. Shattered Bloodlust. Looks like,
Roxy Ravage.
yeah, I was about to say Angry Bird fucking can't even read. Like, looks like you haven't made a name for yourself because this is the first time I see this fucking bitch on the market. Where did she come from? Who the hell is she?
She's
Let
part of
me.
the hub.
Oh, okay, cool. Welcome to the show.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Inspired Agony, Angel of Annihilation. Whispered Agony? Close? Was I close?
To all the listeners out there, I apologize for Flip's butchering of these titles.
Nah, blame your fucking font, dude. Rage or whatever the fuck this thing is. Here we go.
Oh man. Duly
Band of
noted, Flip. Duly noted.
Band of Distant Wars. Nice. The ladies of Poison, Poisoned and Angel of Annihilation. Band of Distant Wars. Fire and Ice, doing it. Six man, we got Circle of Sanity. The hub themselves.
Oh.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter himself.
Mhm.
Circle of Sanity. The Stonewalls. Nice. Shout out to Cycle 20. Even though we didn't get a show in, we definitely wanted to make sure those champions were.
Absolutely.
And I think it'll come to light even more because you did mention that a couple of these guys retained, huh?
Yes, they did. And also, just so you guys know, he left out the battle royal when it was Devin Destiny for last cycle.
Ooh.
Thanks, Flip.
Oh, that's all the way at the bottom. Oh man, look at me. I didn't even see it there. All right, cool. So yeah, shout out to as if you needed another reason to shout out the dynasty.
Yes, exactly. All right, so now we're gonna get into the rundown for this cycle, WWL cycle 21. Start from the top. Crest of Chaos champion, Daddy's Girl number 3. So
Moving,
again,
moving,
listen,
moving, moving on up, huh?
the price has gone up. Spit in a bottle is officially top shelf premium shit. Twisted
Hey,
Carnage. Yep.
I'll tell you like this, bro. Aside, I mean, like I said, this is the Wicked Wars. We tell it like it is. That manager from day fucking one
Oh man, it's been doing.
has done it. So I mean, no disrespect to the god himself, but god
Oh yeah.
damn. I mean, it's
I
just
told you
like,
it's been a back and forth between those two. They're the top two managers in my opinion. So it's always a back and forth.
and I'm sorry, it's December, end of the year.
Yeah, we have to complete the year.
I'm giving it to the manager of Daddy's Girls and Hal and Big Daddy because damn, he just I
Yeah,
mean
they
it
do it
just
up.
I mean day in day out, brother. Shout out. I
I
mean, no
definitely have to
disrespect,
agree.
no disrespect to the god. Like I said, this is the new evolution of the Wicked Wars, a new day and age, and I'm just saying it like it is right now. If you want to, you
Absolutely.
want to debate it, let's go. But yeah, I'm giving it to
Listen,
him right now.
I'm in 100% agreement with that. To be honest, I can't listen. Everything is there, black and white. They've held on to the Mayhem titles pretty much majority of the year, one way or another, even from the beginning. So they're always on the title page, always defending. A lot of times they've been, back to back defending champions. So
Is it even
to their
safe? Is it even safe to say this that the manager went back to back, even though it was different characters? Like, damn.
It's crazy. That's talent, man. I'm telling you, it's like I'll be telling everybody this league, we have some of the greatest managers in the game now. So this is where if you want to get some good competition, come to Wicked City and you'll find it.
Nice.
So back to these champions. Twisted Carnage, Mike Pizzazz. We have Smoldering Sorrow, Big Daddy Johnson. Just finished talking about him. Court of Torment, the phenomenal J.A. Styles, second cycle and second title. So he's actually had a really great debut, to be honest. So and I expected big things from him, and so far he's been delivering. So he's positioning himself for a nice potential Mayhem title shot down the line. So let's see how good he continues his run. Belt of Subtlety, Leader of the Agents, the Impassive Knave, Ending Misery, Poison One, Girdle of the Berserk, we have Lord Larius of the Agents, Infernal Vengeance, Daddy's Girl #2. Gun Belt of Hell, we have Bacterial Infection, nice to see the infection. I'm grabbing some regionals. Chain of Echoes, we have Renegade Slade Stevens. Shattered Bloodlust, once again defending, second cycle in a row, Roxy Ravage. If you didn't know her name last cycle, you know her name now, Flip. Whispered Agony.
Dude, did anybody challenge her? Is anybody even going after regionals? God dang it. Somebody fucking beat her ass.
Whispered Agony, we have First Lady of the Agents, Irresistible Candy, Band of Distant Wars, Poison, and Angel of Annihilation retaining for Annihilation Inc. Band of Distant Wars, we have newcomers, but not newcomers to IWA, newcomers to the Wicked Wars League. Loca had dealt a lot of pain, aka Caged Heat. They have a nice history. They debuted this cycle, and I'm glad to have them on board. And they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with in the tag team division for the women for sure. And they're already making a name for themselves right out the gate. So kudos.
I thought their name was Gagged Heat.
Yeah, oh, you might be right. It's like a parallel universe.
Huh.
Circle of Sanity, we have for second cycle in a row, members of the Hub, Facebook Ferdinand, Instagram Ingram, and Twitter Testaverde. Circle of Sanity TV, Bacterial Infection, Animal Bite Infection, and the Poker MJ. Battle Royal winner this cycle, phenomenal J.A. Styles. So again, an impressive debut, impressive back-to-back cycles for the phenomenal one. So kudos to you for coming into Wicked City and making a name for yourself right out the gate. That's not easy to do, so congrats. That completes the bulletin titles. So again, congratulations to everybody on there. I always stress this. If you make the title page in this league, then you should definitely talk it up because it is an achievement in itself, even if it's just one. So kudos to everybody on there.
Yeah, you're lucky I'm not going for
a don't see those iCam guys, but anyway, go ahead. What were you going to say, Clip?
Come on now. You see there. Dude, you know what? Anyone, if you're ever wondering where I'm at, just check the printout because I'm glad you actually put that in the bulletin because you see that all my guys are in like the top 10. You guys are just lucky I'm not shooting for singles. I'm trying to take it easy on you guys around here.
You mean top 10 of the bottom 30, right?
What? Shit. I think El Más Fantástico was top 5 last cycle, man. Shit, you guys are just lucky.
I guess so. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. All right, so let's get into this, Flip. We're going to get into these pay-per-view results. I'm not going to get into match details because that's going to be in the report. For those of you who don't know, whenever I have a pay-per-view cycle in the report, and normally you know how this works, a lot of people will put the results in the following report. So even though you know what happened, you usually have to wait a report to see everything as far as like how the match is played out. I don't run that way. Every time I have a pay-per-view, the same report for that cycle does have the match results and what took place during the matches. So over the weekend, I'm going to send a new report out and it will have a complete list of what went down in each of the matches, who the winners were, and a grade that I gave each of those matches. So look out for that. But for now, let's just talk about who won these matches. Pay-per-view results. This is for our first ever women's pay-per-view, Femme Fatale. First up, Centricity and Ariana Spooks versus the return of Las Más Sexy, Esmeralda Diamandias, and Lady Cybernetica. Winners, Centricity and Ariana Spooks. So it looks like Las Más Sexy came back and they got a nice warm welcome from Centricity and Spooks right out the gate. So
I mean, as soon as I'm done wiping the floor with your agents,
yeah, good luck.
I think you're down, dude, but we'll get to that. That'll come later.
We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to we're getting real close, actually.
Yeah, you're down 5-0 or 5-6-0.
Oh man, you and your number. All right. Next up, we have former Dual Combat Tag Team Champion.
Now wait a minute. You can't just skip over that. What the hell's gonna happen to Las Más Sexy? You're gonna kick them back over the fucking wall, or
maybe under. I don't know. Maybe give them some shovels, man. They gotta dig under the ground, man. You know how it
Oh,
goes.
you know what? I got even some more insight on that one, but we'll get to that one later. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah. That
nice.
one that one took a twist for the worst. I'm like, holy shit. That I never thought about that. But yeah,
See, there you
yeah.
go. I just sparked something.
Yeah.
Next up, again, former dual combat tag team champions Snowy Chloe and Mad Maddie went up against newcomers Caged Heat, Loca, and dealt a lot of pain. And this one went the limit, which is always good to see. So it was a draw. They went the time limit. So obviously, Caged Heat is for real. They didn't let the former tag team champions get a victory. Instead, they went all the way to the time limit. So if anything, I might actually have them have a rematch for Taboo Tuesdays, and we'll get a decisive winner on that match. I think
I
that'll
thought
be
you
a nice.
got rid of Snowy Blowy and Mad
Never
Muncher.
did.
No?
They're still around.
Huh.
Next up,
Yeah.
we had the first lady of the Fireflies, Baby, and she went up against Felicity Fate of the Dark America faction, and Baby did come out victorious with the Busty Burden. So that was a nice win for Baby. Again, I like putting a lot of these newcomers into these matches just to give them a nice spotlight and see how they perform when it matters. So anyone who wins these matches, obviously, or if you're in a draw with somebody, it shows that you're ready for the main stage. So kudos to Baby for picking up that win over Felicity Fate. It was a nice match. Next up, we had Irresistible Candy going up against Roxy Ravage. And again, this one went the limit. So right away, you see, Flip, this pay-per-view definitely it delivered exactly how I wanted. Where these matches, they were going back and forth, and it wasn't going to be an easy win either way. So a lot of these matches, they're basically ended up draws, and there was no decisive winner. So again, this one might be a rematch that I'll put on Taboo Tuesdays. So it's always nice to see that two competitors get in that ring, and they no one's giving an inch to anybody. So congrats to both on that tie.
Now, where'd you get Irresisted Candy from?
What do you mean where I get irresisted candy from?
So you have three girls in this whole fucking thing?
Yes, I do. Didn't you know? See, that's how you don't fucking pay attention, Flip.
She hasn't fucking got on the mic. It's not my fault
Candy.
she can't fucking spoke.
Actually, she has, but that was during that time where you went MIA on me for like 50 cycles. So
Ah, hell no.
I think I forgot.
50 cycles.
So anyway, next up we got Daddy's Girl number one. She went up against Catholic goddess Abigail Pureheart, everyone's favorite redhead. And of course, Daddy's Girl number one came out victorious with the BB slap. Oh,
Hey,
here we go.
that teaches her a lesson to try and censor this fucking league.
Exactly. I told you it wasn't gonna work out for them. Next up, Flip. Go ahead. You could recap that one.
Nah, dude, we already know. Dude, there's no recapping it. You
Squirrel
knew I was
Skinner,
fucking.
Mary Lou McCoy, and Mudslinging Sherry Hatfield, aka the Savages, defeated my agents, Agent Vera and Agent Envious, nailing them with the backbreaker. So, Flip, let me be the first to say officially on air, you have won the feud. So you did win it.
No. You
Oh,
can't
look, we have
officially,
listen,
dude. You're gonna
that's
get this shit, dude. Even if you don't sign it, I'm gonna keep signing this. These bitches ain't going nowhere.
I'm just saying, I know. But I give it up to you. We
You know
did
what? I
finish
think
the
next
best of five.
I'll sign a 3-man or something because I think my ICAM is pretty much
Who?
exactly. I think they're ready for some bitches because they ain't holding up against any of the other.
I
uh,
think they're in the wrong division, Flip.
Damn. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch them up a little
Oh,
bit, but
shit, we'll get to them though. They're on this rundown. All right, next up we had a feature attraction. This was the Black Widow Denise Destiny. For those who don't know, last cycle she did issue an open challenge because she didn't have somebody to face, and I put a basically open challenge on the Facebook page, and I told anybody the first one to step up to challenge her, you're gonna get the match, and I felt that was only fair, but I actually wanted to see who was gonna step up, and it actually became a newcomer to Dark America. Her name is Voodoo Queen Venus X. She's actually managed. We'll get into that in a trash talk and in this report. But by the return of now in a I guess I believe she's a secretary of covert operations for Dark America. But it's the return of Miss Eva Danger. Apparently she's back and she's actually translating because Venus X is from Uganda, doesn't know any English. So she is her manager and she's translating and she is back. So Miss Eva Danger is not back as a wrestler, but she is back as the official manager for Voodoo Queen X. And it looks like it helped because once again, this ended up being a double count out. There was no victory. So I'm pretty sure there was some shenanigans that went on in that. And I'll probably touch on that in the report as far as what led to a double count out. But I'm pretty sure this isn't the last we've heard of Eva Danger and this Denise Destiny feud, which Flip, as you know, goes back a long time. So these two have history. And now, even though Eva's not in the ring per se, going against Denise, it looks like she's finding alternate ways to get to Denise. So I'm looking forward to
hold on. Oh, you didn't know I fucking spoke your good.
That's impressive, Flip.
Yeah, baby. Fucking that's all.
That shit was fucking hysterical. So basically what Flip said, allow me to translate, what Flip said is that Mayhem is the greatest commissioner of all time. Thank you, Flip. Thank you. You're the best.
Nice.
Loosely translated. I might have missed the word, so I'm pretty sure that's what you were saying there.
You know.
All right, next up we had, this was the first of two Mayhem title matches for the females. This was for the Dual Combat Women's Tag Team Champions. And this one, Flip, I have to admit, didn't see this one coming because, again, Daddy's Girls, they've been riding a wave of momentum that this league has never seen. You and I are both in agreement that they are, even with this loss, they're the best tag team in the WWL. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
There's nowhere easily. They're hands down, with male or female, Daddy's Girls, 3 girls, 1 cup, any combination, Freebird rule, whatever you want to call it. They are the best tag team in the league. But wouldn't you know it, Poisoned and Angel of Annihilation are the new Dual Combat Women's Tag Team Champions. They outlasted Daddy's Girls and are the new champions. So congratulations to Annihilation Inc. for securing the Dual Combat Women's Tag Team Champions for their stable. That's awesome.
Yeah. Now, as we were mentioning earlier, it's easy to overlook Annihilation Inc. I think they're probably the easiest and probably the most overlooked in the Wicked War. But this manager, like I've known, like I told you before, I've had my encounters with him many a times, brother. So I've seen him in other feds. I've seen him in other divisions and other types of series. Mm-hmm. When the getting gets tough, I mean, this guy holds it down, brother. So
absolutely
wasn't necessarily a shock, but I like I said, it's nice to see him get his dues, man. Because
absolutely, now it's just a matter of how long they're gonna hold on for the title. So. I mean, getting past Daddy's Girls alone solidifies them as one of the best tag teams in the league. So it'll be interesting to see how long they can hold on to those titles. So we'll see. There's a lot of competition,
and I think,
especially now with the incoming. We got Dark America coming. We have KC debuted, so we have a lot of new women's tag teams. So the division is definitely growing.
Oh yeah, no, and I think like I think one of the things that we've mentioned, out of character and out of this and that is, it's you have a tag team like Black Mass and Fire and Ice. You got tag teams that are legit flowed tag teams.
Exactly.
Holding it down. So once you start getting stuff like that, it becomes a whole different ball game. I mean, they're not fucking ICAM or fucking or
Por La Plaza. Some random fucking thrown together team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I basically used I use a 6-man flow, and then I try and work my luck to win a tag. But yeah, no, these guys are definitely tag flowing and getting it done.
Oh yeah, we'll get to those two that you just mentioned a little bit later. So I'm glad you brought those two up. But next up we have the final match of Femme Fatale. This was obviously for the creme de la creme of the women's division. This was for the Goddess Extreme World Championship, and it was Inazuma, the champion, defending against the winner of the Goddess Extreme Scramble, who earned her shot by basically outlasting all the other women in the league, and that's Daddy's Girl number 2. And Flip, we have a new Goddess Extreme World Women's Champion. Congratulations to Daddy's Girl number 2. You are on top of the food chain.
Oh
And
man.
again, Daddy's Girl Spit, just the price just went through the roof. So
Now, Inazuma,
yes,
did did uh did we ever verify? Is she like Mexican? Is she?
she's Mexican. Yeah, she's a Mexican luchadora. Yes, we have.
Oh, okay. Because I thought
She
Inazuma
she
was
she had a shovel, and somehow she made it over.
made it. Yeah,
You
because
should-
like I was talking to the manager and he wasn't really sure. He's all like, you know what? She may have came from Mexico, but I think she's actually like Japanese, of Japanese descent. So,
it could be that, or maybe she spent some time in Japan. So, because I know that manager, a lot of his wrestlers have had history in the Japanese league. So it could be that.
huh? Okay, okay,
Maybe that I'll explore that a little bit more.
interesting. Yeah, because I was like, I wasn't quite sure, but
Hmm. Well,
Inazuma was a weird Mexican name.
oh yeah, she's definitely. I mean, look, kudos to Inazuma. She came on the scene, even though she lost. I mean, remember, she's the one that defeated Denise Destiny for the title, and she was on a tear. She's been the Crest of Chaos champion. She's won, I think, 3 other regionals, so she's been on fire leading up to this pay-per-view. So even though in the loss, she lost gracefully. She lost to obviously one of the best females in the league and Daddy's Girl #2. So I'm pretty sure she's holding her head up high, even though she did lose on the big stage. So again, kudos to Inazuma for a nice run. But again, we do have a new Goddess Extreme champion, Daddy's Girl #2. So congrats to the manager of her. And overall, the pay-per-view was great. It went exactly how I expected. Again, we have a lot of great female competitors in this league, and this pay-per-view really showcased their talent. So I'm looking forward to letting everyone know in more detail how this pay-per-view went down. So kudos to everybody and congratulations to everyone.
Nice.
So next up, let's get into this Sinister Seven. This was match number 4 between the Dynasty and Annihilation Inc. And this cycle, the Dynasty, historic Michael Giuliano, future Devin Destiny, and the insurance policy won over Axel, Slash, and Crown. So now the Dynasty is up 2-1-1 with 3 matches to go. So Annihilation Inc. is still in this, but barely. You already know usually when the Dynasty has a lead in a series, they pretty much solidify and win it. But they're up against Annihilation Inc. and Flip, as you and I have mentioned, you can never look them over. They might just pull this out and shock the Dynasty. And again, for
Right.
those who don't remember, Axel, Slash, and Crown's contracts are on the line. So if they lose this, they are out of Wicked City and out of the WWL.
Mm. Well, I mean the dynasty got something to prove because they're chipping away at their at that golden bull that they're
Oh yeah.
carrying around. Yeah, so
Hmm.
got a lot to prove still.
Oh yeah. So again, we got 3 matches left in the Sinister Seven, and let's see if we made the best team win. Next up, we have the updated round robin. Again, for those who don't know, while the Sinister Seven is taking place, which again is to determine the new or retaining Unholy Trinity champions, I have a round robin tournament between 8 other 6-man teams in the league battling it out, and whoever ends up in first place becomes a new #1 contender. So right now, in this cycle, we had another 4 matches. This is round 5. So I'll just get into it. First matchup we had was Crypt Keepers versus the Stonewalls. And Crypt Keepers, man, listen, as much praise as we heap on the Stonewall brothers, because the Stonewalls, as Flip, are one of the greatest 6-man teams in this league, but it looks like so are Crypt Keepers. Right now, they're leading the leaderboard in the standings. So if this keeps up, they might actually end up winning this round robin tournament. Right now, they are in first place.
Now
So
that was 1 and 2 right there, right? They were on top of the division, right? Both of those guys were
yes,
undefeated going in.
I believe so. Yes. Let me just double check my I have the standings in front of me right now. I think I gave you a copy also. Yeah, Crypt Keepers right now. I'll just run down the standings before I get into the rest of the matches. But Crypt Keepers are in first place with 13 points. Stonewall Brothers are in second place with 12 points. MJ Family and the Flamingo Brothers are third and fourth, with both with 9. The Infection is on 5th place with 6 points. Agents of Endgame is in 6th place with 4 points. And Dark Judges and ICAM are in 7th and 8th tied with 3 apiece. So right now the series is really good. And again, we have 3 rounds left. And again, that mirrors the Sinister Seven series. I did that by design. So at the end of both, we'll know exactly who's going to battle who, and that's going to be at Age of Anarchy.
Yeah,
So the time,
I think I got my three best matches because now I get to face you. I get to face all the other people at the bottom. Because no, no, I'm fucking
and
with
go fuck it, and go fuck yourself. Next up we
you.
have.
Dude,
So again,
you know what? As soon as this round robin shit's done, me and you, we're gonna go at it in six man, and
let's do it.
you can kiss my ass in six man. Too. You can kiss
Let's
my
do it.
ass.
So
Oh,
next up we had the Flamingos, and they went up against Dark Judges. This time the Flamingos came out on top. We had MJ Family battling the Agents of Endgame, and in this one, it was MJ Family that came out victorious. And lastly, we had the Infection going up against ICAM, and of course, the Infection destroyed ICAM.
destroyed by 2 points. This guy.
I don't
Why don't
know.
you say
I
destroyed
don't know
with
a
you?
guy.
You
I don't know what he's reading, people, but yeah, they got destroyed.
barely.
So that's where we're
You know
at with
what?
the Sinister
Read the
Seven in
numbers.
round.
Anyone that's looking at the bulletin, you can see the numbers. The numbers are posted. I'm glad you're posting the
Those numbers are
numbers.
sketchy. They're
The,
sketchy.
they speak the truth. I
Yeah,
said,
they,
just check the numbers. The numbers never lie. But it's
that's true.
okay. It's okay. We can talk it up all you want. We'll have our series. 2020 is just around the corner.
It is. I'm looking forward to. It's gonna be a great year, man. It's amazing to think that the league has already been around over a year. It feels like just yesterday we started, and here we are over a year later. It's crazy. But next we're gonna get into some actually a recent announcement I made, which is a pretty big deal. This is our first ever 32-man single elimination tournament. The prize is 1 million in iCash and 50 free matches to whoever the winner is. So now we already locked everyone in. I let two people, or each manager had two people that they can put into this. So it was fair all across. I think all the managers got in except for one, which is fine. It was first come, first serve. So starting next cycle, here are the 32 that will battle it out in this tournament. Phenomenal, J.A. Styles, Delta Lotta Payne, Damian Livingston, Princesa Muerta, Buford Blackwood, Sugarman Flowers, Mary Lou McCoy, Sherry Hatfield, Denise Destiny, Devin Destiny, Kabuki Dragon, Lightning Tiger, Justin Kyle, Elic, Bladder Infection, Bacterial Infection, Skyblade the Tiger King, Mistress of Pain Susie Sweet, Lady Cybernetica, Esmeralda Diamandias, Renegade Slade Stevens, MJ number one fan, Poker MJ, Big Daddy Johnson, Hal Uranus, return of everyone's favorite midget, Ty Thonbo is back. We'll get into that
Nice.
later on. Lenny S. drops, Adrian Adams, Sebastian Fate, Bishop Fate, Felicity Fate, and the Impassive Knave. All 32 spots are locked in. This tournament is starting next cycle. So I'm really excited about that. And the fact that we have enough managers to lock down a tournament like this in a matter of days to me is impressive. And it just, speaks volumes to the WWE and where we're at as a league, as a whole, that it's just getting better, man. So that's why I'm really looking forward to this new year with all these new managers that are here. And I have some more possibly joining in the next few months. So it's very exciting times in Wicked City for sure. What else do I wanted to talk about? Age of Anarchy pay-per-view, which again, as everybody knows, is our biggest pay-per-view of the year. That's gonna go down cycle 24. We already have our first match officially penned, and that will be to settle a grudge that's been ongoing between these two. Flip, you already know the history between these two. That is Renegade Slade Stevens versus Justin Kyle, and it will be inside Hell in a Cell.
Nice.
So that match is made official, and it is the first official match for Age of Anarchy. More matches will be announced as the cycles go on, but again, that is going to go down cycle 24. So mark it down in your calendars. What else? The only other thing I wanted to mention, which you mentioned these two teams earlier in the podcast, was Black Mass and Fire and Ice, the Brothers of Destruction. Now, these two are the finalists in the tag team tournament. And Flip, you recall when this tournament first started, you and I both said that it would be great if the final two teams would be Black Mass versus the Brothers of Destruction. And
No, no,
here
no,
we
no, no, no,
are.
no, no, no. No,
Wait, don't give me no.
I told you because you liked Johnson and Uranus, you kept out Daddy's girl. So fucking don't start changing up. I'm fucking with you, man. I got it. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, these two
Oh man.
of the ones in, yes, it's. I'm glad these two are at there because
Yeah. This is one of those. If you really think about it, this is one of those dream matches. This is to me, it's like a dream match because you have, and I'm gonna list their accolades also since they're both very esteemed and basically decorated tag teams in their own right. But these two tag teams again, they have history in the league. They're both well known. They've both won some big titles in whatever various leagues they've been in. And that was the main reason why I was hoping that it would come down to these two, because again, in that tag team tournament, these are the two most decorated teams. So it only made sense that they were going to be the finalists, but they still had to get through the other team. So not to look any other manager over, because everyone had a fair shot to get to the finals. But in the end, it proved to be those two teams. So next cycle, Turnbuckle Thursday's main event will be Black Mass versus the Brothers of Destruction. Whoever wins this will go on to face Fortune Men Runners, and it will be for the Mayhem Tag Team titles at Age of Anarchy.
how many more cycles before Age of Anarchy?
We have this was cycle 21, so we got 22, 23, 3 cycles to go.
Three
So in the
cycles. All
next two
right, cool.
cycles, we're gonna go hard. We're starting to announce these matches because we're pretty much gonna know who are gonna be in the Mayhem title scene, and then obviously the last ones are gonna be for the Unholy Trinity title. So by then, it should line up where I know exactly who's gonna be in the Unholy title match. So we'll see how it plays out.
Now, is it three more and then Age of Anarchy, or one, two, and then the third one is Age of
One,
Anarchy?
two, and then the third is Anna exactly. So that third one is
Okay,
gonna be.
cool. So since you owe Big Daddy Johnson for breaking that jar of Hal Uranus
Which is
jizz.
an accident, by the way. I didn't mean to do that,
Well,
Big Daddy.
hey,
I'm sorry.
hey, accident or not, you owe us the money. So pick
What's the
whichever one
step?
of your imposter kings, or what are they called? The unholy anals. Whichever one of your butthole crew, or what? No, you guys are the
Oh man.
whatever you guys are called, man. What I
Sure.
keep forgetting. Hey, pick whichever one of your guys to represent them. I got Perfecto. We could do a best of three leading up to Age of Anarchy to make our second official match for that.
Hey,
I'll sign it. Like I said, you don't have to sign him. I'll sign him because I gotta sign some kind of single matches every now and then.
you gotta do something.
Yeah.
How's his eye doing, by the way?
Oh, he's great. Fucking
Eye healed up.
Tina Lovesick cleaned it well up. Cleaned
He's
it up.
taking care of him.
Oh yeah, he's well taken care of. But yeah, so just pick whichever one you want. I think who's your quote unquote your main guy is the Imposter King.
My main guy is Impassive Knave, who's on the title page where your guy isn't. That's my main guy, Flip.
Oh, okay, cool. You know what, Eddie? I told
Exactly.
you already. Anytime you're on the front page, I'll sign singles. If you're not on the front page, I don't sign singles. You
Well,
know
guess what?
this.
I got 3 people on the title page, so rock
Beautiful.
out and start signing three singles
Yeah, I'll,
matches.
I'll go after your guys this cycle again. I think every time you're on the front page, I think I always beat you out of it, and then somebody fucking beats you by more points because you
And then I
guys.
think every time I see the title page, you guys are never on it.
Oh, they're never there. I don't go for
I
titles.
need to look at the history. Like you said, the numbers don't lie. If anyone wants to take a look at the regional history, which I happen to have in my report, I don't think you see any one member of your guys ever been on the title page. Who's ever won a regional?
Oh. I'm gonna print that fucking email that Kim sent you. I'm gonna print that email. I'm gonna print that email. It's like,
So for anybody wondering, has ICAM or Perfecto or has Por La Paz ever made a title? I don't think they've ever won a title since they've been
I'm
here.
gonna
But
go. I'm gonna go ahead and print that email that Kim sent you. So say Flip's being nice. He's not trying to ruin your league by picking your title. Or what did she tell you? She's all like, he only signs tag. I'm gonna print it out for you just so that the whole league sees it.
yeah,
But
he's for everybody that doesn't know at
he's
home,
a poor
Flip is
bastard. He's a poor bastard. He only signs
he's
tags.
fucking poor. He doesn't, he's
Oh,
this guy. I don't even know why he's around, to be honest. But hey, we love him. We love you, Flip.
oh man. But
But
yeah,
yeah, he keeps letting us know. He keeps
2020,
telling us that
2020.
it's because we're lucky that he's not signing these matches. So
Well, check the numbers. You
yeah,
printed it out. You print out the
yeah,
numbers. What was
yeah.
fantastic was what was he this cycle? I think if you check your numbers,
He
you
fell
can
off the
check
list. I don't know.
you can check the top. You can check the top. Send
I
it. Put
don't
it.
think he's on the list.
You didn't put it on the web page this cycle. Last time you put it up, you can check my numbers. My numbers
Oh,
don't lie.
man.
Holding strong, holding strong. Oh man. But yeah, whichever, if it's naive, then I'll sign against naive this cycle. I'll sign
Don't worry.
perfecto
We're gonna
against
we're
them.
gonna we, we're gonna set everything up. Don't worry, it's gonna happen.
We'll set the best of three leading up to Age of Anarchy with perfecto and knave.
And then hopefully, yeah, man, we definitely want to try to get this trash talk edition. I know our schedules are gonna be a little crazy. Even if it has to be another late night one, I'm down for it. So whatever works, we'll
That'll
get it.
work.
We'll get it done. So for
Oh, that's
everybody listening,
speaking of which, make that the third match. So I got the impassive naive versus perfecto,
there
and
you go.
then ICAM dragon slash dream slayer versus Kabuki, because that one will be at Age of
Oh yeah,
Anarchy.
that was already eyeing that one. Because come on,
Yeah,
you just fucking ripped his face off. But I'm thinking, from my understanding, I think it might have been a dream though. I don't know. So
there
hopefully
ain't no fucking dreams in this Wicked War
that
League.
fucking
That
dream
bitch ripped
slayer.
his
Listen, look at
fucking.
his name, man. I don't know. I think he was fucking with him,
Yeah, look,
making him
you didn't
hallucinate
see
and
the
shit.
damn thing. It says Dragon Slayer now. That motherfucker no dreaming right now.
Excuse me.
The Dragon Slayer is ripped off that fucking ugly ass
Yeah,
Kabuki face, and
Kabuki's
that's just
faceless
fun.
for those that don't know.
Oh
There's been
man,
a lot of craziness going on, especially in the trash talk. That's another reason why I want to get into it in another episode. But a lot of stuff has been going down, a lot of new stuff going down, a lot of feuds have been bubbling and boiling over. I mean, we even had recently, if I'm not mistaken, FMR got burnt with acid. It's been crazy. People getting faces ripped off, burned in acid, decapitated. So much shit's going on, and we definitely got to cover it. So hopefully down the line we'll get something up on the channel real soon for you guys. But as far as this one, Flip, anything you want to say before we sign off?
shit, man. Happy holidays, bullshit aside, because
Absolutely, yeah. Let's break the
I'm
fourth
not
wall.
sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll get another one in before then because of my mine and your schedules fucking nuts. So
Yeah, it's
happy
kind of
holidays. If we can get another one on, we will, brother. But in case we don't,
absolutely.
a little early wish.
And that same goes for me. Happy holidays to everybody. If you're catching this late or now, Merry Christmas to you and your families. I hope that next year is even bigger and better year for Wicked Wars. I just want to thank you guys for hanging in there with me this entire year. It's been amazing. I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I started this league, but now that it's already, going into cycle 22, it's everything and more than what I expected it to be. And I know it's going to be that much better next year with all these great managers that we have. I do want to put out there that I would like to, and I'm stressing this. I can't stress this enough. I do want to get more of the managers in Wicked City to start doing some of these podcasts with us, just so we can get some more insight on their rosters. Or we could even do it like you do with your play, play your way style, where we just interview the managers themselves. Or we can do like a dual upload where it'll go onto your page and to ours, where you get to know who the managers are if they want to. Again, you don't have to, but if you're willing to, that'd be great. We'll get to know more about you and the history behind your roster and how they came to be and how you play the game. So and you guys are always more than welcome. I'm pretty sure Flip will agree to hit Flip up and do one on his page as well. It's all love, across all these channels, as long as the content is getting out there. At the end of the day, it's all about all these IWA managers getting to know each other and know just how expansive this game really goes. So
Hell yeah.
hopefully we'll get some more people on here. Oh shit.
The Wicked Wars, baby. None
Wicked
like it.
motherfucking wars. So again, happy holidays to everybody, and we'll catch you on the next one. Flip, it's been a
Late.
pleasure. Have a good one. Peace out.